Hey guys, Andy here with another video. So today I just want to talk to you guys about some reasons why you may not want to buy a Honda Civic Si. Not like bashing on my car, but I really enjoy it. It's a ton of fun. It's a 2002 Honda Civic Si EP3 generation. So, I mean, within the Honda community, there's a lot of hate. And the reason why is because, I mean, there's a lot of racers with Honda Civics and, you know, different Honda builds that people do. And it's just because they're easy, cheap cars that are fun to drive and they're stick. So, you know, they're very easily bought by people that don't know a lot about cars. So that's why they get a lot of hate. So, I mean, if you're planning on buying this car and you think it's just gonna be easy where the car community is just gonna accept you and that people are gonna be real nice and complimentary of your car, it's not like that. Even if you have a really, really nice build, people are still gonna hate. It's just always the way it goes. So, I mean, it's always a tough thing sometimes whenever you own one of these cars, but you just gotta have thick skin and just enjoy the car for what it is and just not let people distract you from what you're doing and you know, get you sidetracked from your build. So with this Civic Si, it came with a K20A3. So that motor was a 2-liter 4-cylinder. It has 160 horsepower from the factory, 138 pound-feet of torque, I think. So it's not a bad motor. What Honda designed it to be was to be a more lower rev sort of motor, but have better torque. Because in America, people like torque, they don't really understand the whole thing of high revs. And so what that gave us was a sort of non-really VTEC motor, it's iVTEC. So it didn't really give you that VTEC punch that, you know, people are used to with the B series and H series motors that were offered, some in the US, some in Japan. So just definitely not the most powerful motor. Pulls alright, but I mean, if you're racing somebody and you're wanting to win, it's definitely not the car that you're looking for if you're trying to do a ton of street racing, straight line stuff without spending a ton of money and doing some sort of motor swap or turbo setup. So that's just my take on the motor. The third thing that I personally just don't like a ton about the car is the transmission. It's alright, the 5-speed does a good job, it's very precise, you know, the inputs are good, but just the gearing is a little bit off, so you'll be running higher revs when you're on the highway or something. It doesn't bother me too much, but a 6-speed would definitely be better. But the main thing that I've noticed that I have sort of wanted that I can add on to the car, but is definitely an expensive thing to add on, is a limited slip differential. So I've just noticed that whenever I'm going through tight corners, putting some power on, it can't really get that power down the way I'd want it to. So that's just one thing that I wish that the transmission did have. So with this car, the looks are alright. I mean, it's a bit controversial. Some people like it, some people don't. Personally, I think it looks alright. I like it. I've learned to just grow and appreciate it for what it is, but personally, it's just not the best that it could have been, you know, compared to the Type R down in the UK and in Japan. So it could have looked a little bit better if they had gone with that style with the EP3, but with a few touches, it can look better. But some people say it looks like a minivan. I like it. It's alright, but it's just one thing that may turn you off from the initial purchase of the EP3. So the fifth and final thing that I don't like about the EP3 is the seating position. The seating position is just a little bit too high for my liking. If I would sit lower, it'd be way nicer. It's not to say that the seats are bad. The seats are really, really good from the factory. They're Recaros, so they hold you in pretty well as a, you know, stock seat from the factory, but they are just way too high. It kind of feels like you're sitting in a van almost, so I personally don't like it. Gonna get a new seat in it soon because it's starting to tear up. And that's another thing with the seats, is they do tear up over time, which you'll find with a lot of used EP3s is they do wear away that fabric. So with the lower and more quality seat, it would be a great improvement, but that's just one thing that I don't like about the interior. The rest is really, really nice. So those are the 5 things that I don't like about the 2002 It's a 2005 Honda Civic SI EP3 generation. So it's not to say that you shouldn't buy a Honda Civic SI. The Civic SIs are really, really good cars. They're super fun to drive. They're really nice. I mean, everything is really quality and well done. So I'm going to do another video about 5 things that I do like about my car. So thanks so much for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed that video. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks again.